Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Room podcast. This is our 5th episode. Thank you for joining us today. I hope everyone's, staying safe and healthy as always.
Yep.
You don't already know. I would hope you would know by now that, I'm with my boys as always. You can introduce yourselves if tell them what's good.
It's Brandon.
I got the same name as always, Joey.
Yeah, and Drake.
Something you can't change, right?
Something you can find about in the about. Anyways, but how was y'all's week this week?
You can go.
Went by fast.
Yeah.
It's been going by fast.
Honestly, though, it really has. To be honest, my week has been going by pretty quickly.
What I don't like is hey, what'd you do on Tuesday? I don't remember. I have to think about it for a moment, So, yeah.
For real though, you got to reflect. What did I?
Mm-hmm.
Why did time move so fast?
Okay, so
what was I doing?
I have memories, but what about that day?
Exactly. How about you, Joey?
Same on. We went back to full time at work.
Oh, so y'all are back?
Yeah,
you said
we're back full time.
October 30th, right?
October 30th? Well, no, it's October 9th today.
Well, that's when he was going to go back.
That's what they said, but they changed it.
They're like, honestly, this is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, y'all are good.
Which is good. Yeah.
So it's about to be everyone back in the facility and doing their things.
Well, we're back now, but I think now they're going to slowly start putting each department back.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
True.
So, I'm there actually working now, so it sucks.
It sucks to work now.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, it's whatever.
That's what's up. Well, I'm glad y'all's week was good. I'm glad we're here today to make this happen. But for you all today, we're going to kind of get some interesting topics, starting off with the death penalty.
Something deeper.
Dun, dun, dun.
The death penalty.
People don't really think about it much.
Yeah. And honestly, it is something that I've kind of been thinking about because I haven't heard anything really about it lately, in the way where he's you don't hear anyone's getting the death penalty, Because if someone was, you would hear about it on the news. Yeah. Because that's a big thing.
Yeah, of course, right?
Yeah. So
I guess
to kind of give...
It's tough to touch everybody, though. I mean, I'm not... Yeah. I would say I agreed to that, but for me, I don't come around that many people to have word of mouth. Say if I was in school.
Yeah.
Then okay. But nah, so...
I mean...
Might miss out.
Well, no, you would most likely hear about it in just... on news spectrum, on the news, because it's a big thing that is really not really happening nowadays.
Right.
But maybe word of mouth as well. But it's to kind of give you all a little bit of a background of what the death penalty is or how it was established. The first established death penalty laws date as far back as the 18th century, which is pretty crazy to think. That's a long time ago, dude.
Before Christ, 18th century before Christ.
Yeah, before Christ, exactly. And the death penalty was codified for 25 different crimes. And what's crazy is that I remember from learning in school that in the 17th century before that, all crimes were just put, the people that committed the crimes were just put into the death penalty. There was no restrictions. It was if you committed a crime, if you cheat on your wife or something of that sort, they would literally just kill you.
There's records of that from...
That's what it stayed at, Yeah. Which is pretty crazy.
And speaking of that, because Brandon, with that video, remember they said the different crimes committed, the different way you died, remember? It was if you was what was it? Was it if you was or rapist or torturers got drowned or something like that?
Exactly.
And then the murderers and the thieves were firing squad or something like that.
So
there was hangings.
Yeah, there was
there's so many different ways obviously you could die, but if you're going to do it for a just reason, you have to come up with something, right? So
it was crucifixion, drowning, beat to death, burned alive, or hanging, getting hung.
Firing squad.
Which is crazy to think, but that's what we don't do nowadays. Stoned. That's back in the day. That's in the 18th century.
But did you said beheading?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much any type of discipline that's killing you in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was beheading. No, it was just hanging.
Oh,
it was no beheading.
I don't know if this is on topic. I remember learning that if you were beheaded, you could still see for a little bit. That's my body.
What?
Yeah, you're not dead yet. I mean, I don't know.
That's like a chicken.
I don't know. It's weird.
You cut off the chicken head. It's continuous.
I don't know, man. I have no idea. There's just some science there, but of course, you never know until you actually die.
Yeah, to try it out.
Maybe it's true. But
Yeah.
Be like, if you had to be
any
like,
other facts?
and ask the guy,
sounds
like, can you
pretty
still see
interesting.
me?
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 more facts that I gathered, but there are 28 states with the death penalty and 22 without it. And Virginia is one of them that is with the death penalty.
Ooh.
And then as of December 17, 2019, there are 2,656 convicts that are on death row at this moment.
In the state or world or nation?
I think it's just in the state of, or just in the United States of America.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which is, damn, dude, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. Just waiting.
Run by that number.
Pretty
again?
much. 2,656.
So that's because it takes a while for it to happen. Like it's called death row. They're on death row.
Yeah, they're on death row. So I don't know exactly what the full outcome is at, but pretty much they're in jail until they're dead. I don't know if they're going to get...
That's life sentence, though.
I mean, I guess death row, they're going to get the lethal or the injection.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we have nowadays, which is just the injection, or they had electrocution, but I think that ended a while ago. Like,
Or I think also there's nitrogen gas or some gas.
Yeah, there was a gas as well, but those were like dated back.
What state was that? That was Oklahoma, wasn't it?
Oklahoma, maybe.
Yeah, Oklahoma.
Really?
Yeah.
So yeah, each state has a specific type of thing they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like some are, injection. Majority are injection, but other ones will like do something else, which is really odd to think.
Yeah.
Because you would think it would just be an injection,
right?
And you're done.
Right.
But do y'all agree with the death penalty in general? Do you agree with it?
I don't know. It's like the type of thing I'm like on both sides in a way because, for an example, if you put yourself in a situation, I mean, there are some people that may, kill your family member or something like that. And in that moment, you're probably really hurt and you're probably looking at it like, I want this person dead. They killed my family. I want, member, I want them dead.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also where you want them to suffer. So it's like, I don't want you to get killed. I want you to be in that pen and suffering.
Yeah. Right.
But,
Right.
What about
God? God will judge as well.
Exactly.
Might spend eternity in hell.
Yeah. I mean, it's scary. Scary to even think about, but it is something that's like, you never know. Yeah. It's hard to really know. But what about y'all?
I was talking with Brendan earlier about it, and I would want so instead of the death penalty or like them dying, I would want like in my mind I envision them like being like mentally suffering. So put them in like solitary confinement. Like just them, like no lights, no nothing. You have a little
Torture.
You have a little cube out of a window that you can see, but you can never go outside. Something that will mentally screw you up. Man.
Yeah, I mean it's just like the movies. I'm pretty sure you see movies.
You get your food through.
They have to.
You get your food through a little slide in the door, and that's it. You're there for the rest of your life.
No sink, just a toilet.
Yeah.
I mean, not even a toilet. They have a damn bed on the ground.
Not even a bed. You get a blanket, and that's it.
No, but
they have AC.
And those have
no AC, no heat, no AC.
And the places that the place that you're speaking about is more of a place that would have like paddings inside the room, because typically those people are going crazy and they're gonna try to kill themselves.
They have that.
So you have padding.
So be it.
No, you got to pee on themselves.
YOLO.
But what about you?
That's
Brent?
what I think. Yeah.
But in that time, though, in solitary confinement, I'll just add to that.
Yeah.
Maybe if obviously you want them to have kind of like a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
But if you gave them a Bible, they wouldn't have a mental breakdown.
Why would they not have a mental breakdown?
Because you have freedom with God.
What?
So,
well, and also
the
same,
if you give them a Bible, they have something to do.
You can't really
they're going to read it. I'm saying I can't speak on like what God will say, but I do know the truths of the Bible, and if he does it right, he might be able to get forgiveness.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
spiritually, right.
It really depends on the situation, obviously, because there are people that get in those situations that are actually crazy and can't even think straight to even pick up a Bible,
Yeah.
Typically, when someone kills someone, they have problems.
It depends. I mean, there's killings that are just. I feel like obviously.
I mean, there's like revenge, but
But
there's a whole lot of
the heinous criminals.
Yeah.
That definitely.
So, what is your opinion though on the death penalty?
I believe that justice needs to be served that way at times. Yeah. Because, like you said, like if it was a loved one.
Exactly.
It's like this person didn't do something that's equal to everyone else going to jail for other crimes.
Yeah.
They're in jail, right? for the same crimes as, let's say, speeding is common, so people can get, So I would say, yeah, and I think they don't deserve this. I mean, it will keep them from doing it too, I think.
So pretty much like putting them on like.
It needs to be harsh. It needs to be something harsh like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
put them outside in like a cage and just have them there.
All types of weather.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be harsh.
You're like, well, shouldn't have killed that
Yeah,
dude?
it should be harsh because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like.
But maybe it's not harsh. It's not called harsh. It's just like, get what you deserve.
Yeah, it's not even harsh, exactly. You can't really say that's harsh because.
There's another word for it.
You just killed someone and, because, yeah, I mean, shit.
Something that I heard that before a murderer commits the murder,
Yeah.
it's premeditated.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, he was going crazy, or she.
Yeah, can't. Could be either one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty interesting topic because nowadays you don't really hear about it. It's more of something you learn in history class or whatever, and you kind of hear about it. They tell you about it, how it was established, but that's about it.
It's a common essay for English.
Yeah, I swear I've written about it before.
Oh yeah,
but
what was that other word they called it? Capital. What was it?
Capital punishment.
Capital punishment. Okay.
Capital punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I think. Do you think it will deter? Do you agree with that? That it may deter it from happening? Like, obviously, if the person dies, they can't commit more murders, like more killings. I mean,
yeah.
But do you think it's also like it serves as an example to someone who is in that crazy thought process? You know what? I don't want to die. I have a fear of dying. Everyone naturally does.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna do something stupid.
I mean, some people come to the conclusion because there are people that I heard of, not that I know anyone, but they go to jail. They start reading, they start educating themselves to mature, and their whole mindset changes in a way. So it can be a good and bad, but, typically when people go, to jail for murder, they tend to have a mental issue, or they're just getting revenge on, a gang or something of that sort. Mm-hmm. So it's really hard to know because it's such a
if they're involved,
disturbing thing.
They're involved in gangs, they're not thinking about, legal.
Like
they're not worried about prosecution,
initiation or some shit.
Exactly. They just
It'd be nice
doing it for the set.
Yeah.
Suppose that. But, funny question.
It will catch up to you.
I would hope we never get in this situation, but if it came to it, what would be your last meal for if you were put on death penalty?
Me first.
Yeah, what would be your last meal? McDonald's? Travis Scott burger?
Happy meal, make me happy. I'll probably have Golden Corral and just
Golden Corral?
take my time with the buffet.
Oh, okay. Why Golden Corral?
Because it's a buffet.
All you can eat, you can take your time.
Yeah, you can take your time. I'm going to be here for a week. Actually, I'm going to be here for like a couple of years.
Indulge.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard
Texas did away with the final meal, the last meal.
Really?
In 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
This guy, he was about it. He ordered a crap load of
much stuff,
delicious stuff, made it for him. Here you go. Literally, didn't touch it. I wasn't hungry, he said. So they're like, hey, they took it to like, I don't know. I don't know how it works, but I'll say we, because we the people.
Yeah.
And Texas said, let's not do the last meal anymore. Final meal.
Because of that?
Yeah.
That's literally what it was.
Wow, that's crazy.
And they said, okay, it's passed.
Yeah.
And
No longer do it. And then he ruined it for everybody.
Yeah.
Everyone was pissed at him after that. He probably died by the other inmates. Like, shit.
Because would you feel hungry if you're about to die? Like,
Honestly, bro.
They're like, man, that's what I was waiting for the whole time, man.
Yeah, like I was planning that shit out.
The whole death row, I was planning it out, man.
Yeah.
You ruined it.
Damn.
Dang, dude. What would you?
No, that's harsh. That's harsh. But honestly, man, I would say I would want Blue Ridge Grill, their filet mignon with
Blue. I never heard of that.
Blue Ridge Grill. It's in Leesburg. It's really good.
Blue Ridge
There's
Grill?
only 2 locations. I think there's 3 locations. It's, one in Ashburn and one in Leesburg. But
Not a paid endorsement,
not at all.
but check it out.
Just local business. But I would get a filet mignon, probably some sweet potato fries or mashed potatoes, even both. And then their famous, so damn good carrot cake. So good, dude. Don't even talk about, bruh.
Carrot cake.
That joint is
good. I
fire.
like
Like
carrot
it is. No, it doesn't have those raisins in it.
Oh, okay, bro.
They tend to have raisins in them, which
Mhm.
I don't know why. If anyone that puts raisins in their
Oh,
carrot
shit.
cake is dumb as.
It gets more passionate.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh, it bothers me. It bothers me.
Do you not like raisins?
No.
I like raisins in my oatmeal and shit like that, but
Well, oatmeal I can kind of get away with, but
about
when it comes
cookies?
in cake,
in my strawberry yogurt.
you know, cake. Carrot cake
I
with
feel
raisins.
that, yeah.
I expect the carrot, not the raisins. But
A little extra carrot instead of the raisin.
pretty much they warm it up. It has a nice frosting over it that's literally just dripping down the sides. But that joint cranks. Simple as that.
How many times have you had that?
There's many times my grandmother would take us, me and my brother there. So
Is
I've
that-
had it probably like 10,
Go
12
to.
times.
Nice.
Is that like your famous your favorite restaurant?
It's not my favorite restaurant, but it's definitely a really good meal that I would say they're my favorite restaurant with the dessert.
Mhm.
The dessert's really good, but their food or courses are really good as well.
Oh, well, I'll keep that in mind. I've never been.
Yeah, y'all
I
should
know,
try
right? I
that
should
straight up.
write that shit down. I need to go.
Yeah, for your
Not
your
red
last
hot
meal.
and blue.
Yeah.
Write it
No,
down for your last
It's
meal.
not red hot and blue. It's Blue Ridge Grill.
Blue Ridge Grill.
What's red hot and blue?
On the Ridge. Red hot and blue? That shit's
What is
trash.
that?
Don't even talk about
It's like an
that.
Applebee's. I don't know.
Bro, that shit.
I never been.
Applebee's good.
They got like Google
I don't know.
images on the outside, on the windows, like of food, and it's
Really?
all like faded and shit.
Oh my
The one in
God.
Leesburg.
Poor management, probably.
Damn.
Yeah, they don't need it. Anyways, but what about you, Joey?
Shit. I'm
Popeyes?
hell no. I'm going to
KFC.
get some chicken tenders and French fries and a milkshake from Rainforest Cafe, man.
Rainforest Cafe.
That
Where's
shit.
that?
Well, there's the closest one from here is Atlantic City.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah, Atlantic City. But when I was in
ETL.
Kentucky, there was one in Nashville. That
But
we
I'm
would
pretty
go.
sure though.
That
like,
shit fucking cranks.
I have a
dude.
question.
That sounds interesting.
Remember how I said Golden Corral? You know about restaurants.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We don't go to the restaurant. They just
They deliver it to you. Yeah.
man. They have to microwave it.
Nah, scratch. I'm getting Panda Express, boy.
Yeah, really though.
Getting that
that's-
Beijing beef.
What about a drink?
Make
though?
sure
What-
drink's here
Which
from-
drink? Which drink would you have?
We gotta
with
keep it
to
traditional.
pair it with.
Chick-fil-A
Water.
Oreo milkshake.
You need
Oh,
water.
yeah, because you can choose
Your
anything.
mouth would be dry as
Damn.
heck.
You're dying anyways.
Honestly, you gotta stay hydrated. Nice glass of water with lemon.
With lemon.
If you were rich, this is a random question. Where would you leave your money to? Like if you know,
Like where in the house?
like
or like
hey,
who
like,
would you give
like
it to? I'll give mine a Drake.
I put good use to it.
Better buy a McLaren.
Yeah. I'll drive it to his grave. I got it, man. Fast.
some you know wealthy people leave it to charity or just my
I know.
children.
Yeah. That's probably the better thing to do.
Now.
Children.
Now.
My wife.
They ain't gonna use a phrase cards.
Okay, so where would I store my money if I was rich? Are you asking what?
Like, you
what
know,
I-
even not even if you're rich. Let's say if it's only a couple grand you got, right? Let's say, and
as in
like yeah, what's the word called when you have it like put in like a contract, like you know we should do that
forget the
early.
name.
Like you know you could be an organ donor, or you
Yeah, I mean,
also
that-
add like
you could
know,
add that at the
assets.
I'm not an organ. I don't want to be an organ donor. Just in case, sometimes I wake up, just out the blue like a miracle, and they already took my organs out. There goes my chance right
Can't
there.
eat.
You think you're gonna wake up
Can't digest.
You never know, man. It could be like a miracle.
You won't wake up.
You never know.
like Jesus?
Yeah, you never know, man.
Okay, so could you
Yeah,
repeat your
God might do that for
repeat
you.
your question one more time? Sorry.
These people have died and they got revived,
Okay.
but they do that later on the organ stuff. Like 3 days
Repeat
later.
your question
Oh,
because I'm curious because
Oh.
we didn't really answer it, to be honest.
I actually, you know,
I forgot
never
what I
really
said.
thought about it, but it's something, you know, never know when you're gonna go. So,
Okay.
but yeah,
I would definitely.
most
give it-
people do arrange it when they're older. So where would you leave your money?
I would definitely leave it for my family because I mean, at the end of the day, they need it the most.
Yeah, they'll be responsible. Yeah, of course.
You know, and they can do whatever with it. I would hope they use it wisely and use it for my, funeral as well. Like hell nah.
So speaking of which, would you like a grand tombstone? It's up to them.
This is getting deep now.
I mean, we're talking about
You're
death
playing it
penalties.
out.
We started
I know,
off.
but
We started
death-
off deep.
Where do you want to get buried?
No,
like,
no. I mean, well,
Daytona.
do you care if you get cremated?
I haven't thought about that
I know,
in a
right?
way.
Yeah.
But it is something I've seen. People's ashes in the box and kind of looks beautiful.
Like scatter it
I'll leave
like
it
an
up.
ocean.
I'll
or
leave it
some
up to.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll leave it up to my wife.
shit. Scatter it in like the zoo.
Yeah, for real. though.
No, my dad has said.
You
He
like
said,
these?
"I don't care what y'all do with it. Y'all, because I'm
He's
obviously
like,
it's
I'm
just
somewhere else where I want to be.
He said you can flush it down the hole, whatever. He didn't really say that, but
Dang.
that's his outlook. His
After taking a
perspective. His perspective is, if I could have it, for someone to study. Okay,
Yeah.
if they can use my hair or whatever, or my bones for something. Fine.
Yeah.
Because it's just like at first back in the day, we're talking about like with PC and stuff, like way back.
Yeah.
That was not allowed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, of course, it's like disrespectful, but spiritually speaking, hey, go ahead and do whatever you can to educate yourselves. They learned about the stomach.
Yeah.
There's a movie on that.
Yeah, you can actually make your
I think
body.
it's called The
like-
Physician or something.
Yeah.
You can what?
I think you can your body can be donated pretty
Like
much.
a university now.
I think you could sign up for or put it. I don't know how you exactly do it, but you could pretty much say, "Hey, when I do pass away, you can use my body as
For science.
for science."
Experiments.
But I guess there's qualifications, maybe.
Yeah, you must be fit. Just
A
kidding.
human.
Yeah, any humans.
A human.
Shit. Well, I mean, that was pretty interesting. I mean, the death penalty is something that
It's a penalty.
yeah, it's a penalty that I would hope to never get. Straight up.
But what crimes do you guys think should automatically qualify as you getting the death penalty in the end?
Capital murder.
I think that and rapists should get the death penalty automatically.
Yeah.
Torture. People who torture people
I
should
think-
get the death
I think
penalty
if-
automatically.
Innocent till proven guilty. If it's proven, yeah. I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, rapist. Yeah. What if you're irresponsibly driving, intoxicated, DUI, and going too fast and took someone's life
Oh,
that
yeah.
way?
Did he kill someone?
Took someone's life
Then
that
he
way.
dies too.
Gulp.
Those people get punished
Yeah.
really badly. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Well, they deserve it.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
driving
He
under the
started it.
influence
Yeah,
and-
but there's also getting into the car was his mistake,
Yep.
and learned the hard way by dying. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely something that we just kind of trust into the system.
Yeah.
I trust in the system that, you got what you have to come into. So, when it comes to criminals, you break the law, you have, like I was saying, is you have to deal with the consequences. But when you're a minor, the consequences may be different.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
There are some things I've done as a kid that I feel like I could have gone to jail for if I was older.
Yeah.
But I never really dealt with the police that bad, though.
Mhm.
Actually, really at all. What are some things you've done as a kid that is like naughty?
Ignorant.
Naughty.
I can't remember as a kid. I can remember as like a teenager, but not a kid.
All right. So, what is the youngest that you remember then?
High school.
Well, damn. I mean, you can talk about high school because it don't matter.
I bet. Well, we were wilding. Me and my boy. I don't think I was with you yet.
No.
Were you scheming?
Tell them about the times that when I wasn't around because y'all were getting crazy before I really met you.
All right. Well. I don't know. Just the basic teenage stuff. I know. We stole some caution tape out of a cop car. Remember that? Oh no, you weren't
there.
You weren't there. We were
You stole a caution tape out of a cop car.
throwing rocks at cars off of bridges and shit, which is actually a serious crime because
That
some
is.
dude literally just died like a month ago doing
Yeah.
that shit.
Or from someone doing it.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. No.
The dude was in a GTR too, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Big difference. Just kidding.
Yeah, there's a big difference, man.
No.
GTR just blew up. Anyways,
Wow. No. That's crazy.
yeah. Just a basic
Whole
stuff.
lot of shenanigans.
Basic stuff, slash
I
tires.
think everyone.
Slash tires.
Slash tires. Throw break windows. at the
If you're not
people's neighborhood.
supervised, if you weren't taught discipline, you're gonna. I mean, even I was
Even
taught.
then,
I was
you-
taught
yeah.
discipline.
Even then, you with your friends and you're just trying to wild.
I would
you're trying
think
to wild
that.
out.
I would think that maybe your parents would say something like knowing like, hey, don't do this while you're away.
But
Okay,
whenever-
but you still do something bad.
Exactly.
But whenever, me and my boys always did something,
Yeah.
me and my sister and I were living at my parents' house at the time. So I'd always do the same thing that we did to my sister's car.
Oh shit.
Just to get off the radar.
What?
And no one's just
What was it? Wait, what were you doing?
I'm being like I don't even slash your tires.
You
But-
what?
Cut it.
She doesn't know this.
She doesn't know this. Just egg her car, everything like that.
So you were destructing like your own your own sister's shit.
Yeah, to get us to keep us low, man. Well, if they got their cars done, then they're not the suspect.
Yeah, like everyone in the neighborhood is like cars are just jacked up, and then y'all's are like perfectly fine.
Yeah, but that's suspicious. I remember one day, it was me and my boy. And
Usually it's with your boys.
Yeah, me and my boy.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, why are you doing it by yourself?
I know.
I'll ding dong with my dog if I want to.
It's just about the thrill.
Yeah. And I remember one day, like it was around this time because the pumpkins were still out. And we threw a pumpkin at his door or some shit like that, and like he came out and ran. And then literally like a week later, we were at the shell by my old house, and the dude saw us walking in the shell, followed us into the shell, and like sat there watching us. And like we ran all the way, you know where the Algonquian Park is. We ran, and he was still running, man.
He was like, "Come on, mom, get your ass."
And then remember with that one pumpkin.
I was about to bring that up because that was a crazy time. I'm not gonna say his name, but we had a friend that was just wilding out. But I would say we all kind of contributed into the one thing. We didn't do the baddest part.
I didn't.
Yeah, we didn't do the baddest part, but we were lining up people's pumpkins in the middle of the road at like midnight.
Yeah.
You know, no one's going to notice. But all the pumpkins in the middle
Before
of the
the
road.
ring.
Yeah, next thing you know, before the ring was invented. But
oh my God.
One of our friends is just wilding out. He just comes out of nowhere with the pumpkin and throws it at the back of a car's windshield and literally just breaks the whole rear windshield.
God.
And I was just like,
yeah, dude.
I was gone.
Drake's a track star.
Yeah.
That day, Drake became a track star.
Yeah.
Dude,
But I
does
hit
insurance
feet
cover vandalism?
I would hope.
I would hope so.
Yeah, they do.
I want to make a claim on a pumpkin that is in my rear windshield.
Yeah, it's like, damn.
How do we know you didn't do it? And it's just crack
Why would I do that?
to make a claim.
I just bought the pumpkin and it's in my, windshield
It's just a
at the
matter of
night
trust.
in the morning.
I also remember one day, I don't know, this might be kind of creepy to some, but I was with me and Slender Man. And you know what I'm talking about.
So was that. Slender K.
Yeah. And we were in some neighborhood, and we were some other dude too. And we were saw this couple having dinner in their kitchen. So we just like stood out their window. It was like throwing shit out the window. So we'd wait till him to walk out, be like, then we hide.
Oh
And then we go back and we still watch him in the fucking window and shit.
Yo, it's creepy. They're probably so scared, dude. They're probably like, what are these?
They're kids, but still, yeah.
And then they turned off the light. I remember they turned off the light, and we went back. And the dude's on the porch was like, "Hey, motherfucker!"
Yeah.
So we ran through a fucking fence, broke the fence.
That's what you're waiting for. Like, okay, wait for it. Oh, run.
Hide.
But not gonna lie, I came in to get a Ring doorbell so I can see people. So when they ding dong ditch the house, I can just be standing there like, "What's up, motherfucker?" I'm with my baseball bat.
You just instantly ready to open the door. This man's on the damn knob.
I'm like, "Got your ass."
Like, there's no other games y'all could play. You had to play games with people.
Man, being ignorant as a
Yes.
kid was probably the best thing you could do. And honestly, yeah.
Best.
Honestly, ding dong,
Honestly, man, ding dong ditch.
Ding dong ditch is so
just
fun. Yeah.
having a thrill,
We should do it.
adrenaline rush. I would do it to this
We
day.
should do it. This is so fun. I mean, they got Ring cameras now. But
Yeah, now you can't get away with anything.
It's
They'll
like-
see your ass.
It's like you meet up with your friends. What bad things we're gonna do today?
I got accused of making pipe bombs.
I don't vouch for that.
Remember
Really?
that? Yeah, remember that?
Damn.
Remember that one day we were in the Lexus SUV.
No,
You
I
think you were
wasn't
there?
with- no, I wasn't with
We
you.
were like in the Lexus
So many
SUV,
times.
and
Yeah,
we were like
there's a lot of
kicking down mailboxes
Damn.
over by Dominion High School. And that same day, another dude was like blowing up mailboxes. So the dude that we kicked down the mailbox saw our license plate and wrote it down. And the fire marshal showed up in my house.
Damn.
But that same day we were doing it, another person was blowing up the mailboxes. So I got lucky.
Dude,
'Cause I
so-
didn't do nothing.
Everyone's
I'm
blowing up
innocent to
mailboxes.
proven guilty, man.
For real though. Damn.
So they
man.
thought us kicking down mailboxes
Well,
was the other dude
you're
blowing
still-
up the mailboxes.
You're still guilty.
So you were just
I
doing
ain't guilty of shit,
you were
man.
doing a whole
Not
lot.
legally, but
You were
still
doing a
guilty.
whole lot. That's crazy.
Personally.
What
do you
about
feel,
you?
Do you feel guilty?
I don't feel
You
guilty.
could probably keep going
That shit was
for
fun as shit. I can go on the whole podcast.
and we'll make a whole.
And broke into a church.
Okay, we're done.
Mine is a little
Next.
boring. I did Ding Dong Ditch. We actually, all
fun,
three of
dude.
us did that before.
We should do it.
Yeah, I remember that.
One Halloween, did go up to the porch and grab a pumpkin, but I didn't want to break anything, just the pumpkin. Threw it up as high as I could,
And
let
you
it
steal
fall
all
on
the
the
candy?
street. Oh, I just have to drive around it or drive through it. it's the like one during Halloween. I kind of Halloween's like, okay, it's a time to do something bad.
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
on now.
It was that mindset of like, all right, I'm able to trick or treat. It's nighttime. I have a mask on.
Or when
Like
you're-
I can run
or
around.
when
and-
you're older, it's like, I don't want candy. I want to do something bad.
Hey,
Come on.
Halloween's
Yeah.
coming up, man. We
It's
should do
messed
it.
up, man. That's-
Honestly, bro, don't leave your bucket outside because I'm taking it all. Taking it all.
Facts. Yeah.
That's what I used to do. Honestly,
Wait, isn't Halloween canceled?
it's not canceled, but they have like remedies. I even saw like a commercial or something where I think it was on the news. They have like a bucket for the candy, but it has like a scary like skeleton arm on it that you can extend out like 6
Okay.
feet. So it's kind of like funny looking, but at the same time, like if you have that bitch full like of candy,
That's
probably
gonna be
gonna
gone.
break.
Yeah.
start
Make-
bending.
Yeah.
Or a PVC pipe. If you have stairs
Yes.
through your doorway,
Someone can make it.
slide
Yeah.
the candy out.
Someone can make it, or you just like put the bucket at the bottom of the porch or whatever, and then you just sit back. And if they try to take shit,
No,
But
just
still,
open
I
the
mean,
door and
to
just
touch the candy.
throw the
I mean,
candy.
yeah,
honestly,
here you go, open
if
your bag.
you can, I don't know, grab food from the restaurant or bank teller or
Bank
Oh,
teller.
What?
What?
handle money.
Oh, like the candy that the
Oh.
complimentary.
Gonna hand out.
Those lollipops at the bank?
It just I mean,
All right. Well,
I would actually personally, my kids, I don't think they're gonna go trick or treating at all.
yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, let's get back on
What's
the
your-
topic about. We'll ask Brandon.
Brandon?
You said pretty much you just taking pumpkins. What is like? Do you get any fights? I don't know. Like
Oh, I got some.
other than Halloween based.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like what
We're
did
in
you
October,
actually
so-
do? Yeah, I know it's Halloween episode. Not yet though. We're too early in October.
Yeah.
It's always Halloween.
Yeah, like we skated at the spot called the Ditch. We're even biking there, and I remember the police was coming, and it was like no trespassing, and we saw the police, so we all just wanted to run away. In the same building though, different time period.
Yeah, that was a pretty interesting place.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
It's-
things you'll see there.
yeah.
People in cars doing some
We
interesting stuff.
tried to break since it was a
Wenches and stuff.
since it was a
Huh?
building that
Wenches and
was
stuff.
like
Yeah.
vacant. It was vacant for quite some time. It was an interesting building.
Yeah.
This time we had like rocks, and we tried to break like in a glass little structure that people could wait in
For the bus stop.
to a little shelter. Maybe it wasn't for a bus, but it could be used for a bus stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, just try to break the glass.
Just try to break the glass.
Yeah.
I never vandalized with spray paint.
Oh, spray paint, yeah.
But my own playground though, my cousin and I did spray paint underneath the deck. I mean, underneath the
Playground. Yeah.
It was a deck,
Yeah.
and they got in trouble for that.
That's
Or
funny.
like even like at the store when you see the spray paint,
Mhm.
I'm gonna test it out.
Yeah, really. You just
And like AutoZone or some shit.
yeah, like every time you go to those spots, they're like overly spray painted. You don't want to know what you even
Yeah.
have. You'll spray it and be like, "What
Are
color
these
is
people
that?"
just testing it, or
Oh,
they're
yeah.
just some kids?
Then you'll see a random like picture in the back where like someone draws like a dick
it
or
reminds
something.
me like, getting on a bike in Walmart and riding around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. I mean, honestly, to kind of go over to me, since
What about you, man?
yeah, what about me? So, no. But honestly, I did like a lot of things that were bad.
Confess.
But it was more of, I mean, I got in like fights. I used to fight. I fought a lot when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, you got the hands.
But as a
Shit.
kid, I was fighting a lot. I used to like playing like tackle football, so I liked like contact. So we would tend to get in fights sometimes because we would get mad at each other. But do that. I used to make bombs. I used-
What?
Not like literally
In the
bombs.
bathroom?
I used to. It was like you get a water bottle and it's the works. It's like a cleaning supplies for the toilet, but they changed the chemicals in it, so you can't do anymore. So
Oh.
you can't drive. Sorry, but they changed the chemicals. So the chemical they had before, it would work with
Pressure?
No, it would create pressure, but it would work with tinfoil. You put a little bit at the bottom, then tinfoil in there, and it would create a reaction. The bottle will expand after like 30 minutes, and
Damn.
loud like gunshot.
And where would you
loud.
put this? How many times have you
I
done
threw it in like the area right by my old house to go to the subway.
Alley?
Brandon, yeah, I would throw it over there because nothing was really over there. But make bombs
Oh, okay.
right by my house.
That's good. You didn't like.
Can't really
You didn't like
hide.
You know.
Should I put that shit in like a mailbox and blow that shit?
I mean,
Blow that shit up.
yeah, I was like making those a lot, getting in fights, stealing. from
stealing.
CVS.
Fucking thief.
And
never stole something.
just kind of doing
Stuff like-
stuff that was not really what I was supposed to be doing, but nothing too crazy other than just stealing. Nothing too crazy.
Stealing.
I remember running out on a place before when I was a kid. This is when I was a kid. I used to walk home from school. So me and my friend would go through CVS sometimes because it's a little bit faster than going around. But, sometimes you stroll across and find something like a snack. And from there, he was putting it in his bag. And next thing you know, the worker's like coming around the corner and sees him. And I'm just like putting it in his bag.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just making eye contact with her. I'm like, shit. And
Shit.
then just gone. He got caught up. His parents got called, but I was home.
Damn.
He a
Damn.
little too slow, I guess.
I stole some clothes.
Oh, yeah.
I stole
another
I
thing.
stole a wallet. Not
That's
someone's wallet, but a wallet that was for sale.
I remember this.
And
Yeah.
some underwear.
Yeah, but
I was just being cheap.
I remember going to some stores to like move around, and I would already buy stuff, but there would end up being stuff in my bag that I didn't really purchase, like socks, underwear, and stuff like that.
In my
did
head,
that with
in my
Brandon.
head, I try to justify it like, oh, they're rich.
Steal some
You're a thief. You're a thief's a thief. So yeah.
You got to learn from your mistakes. Yeah,
some
but-
criminals.
Some pretty interesting stories, as a kid, which kind of is kind of funny to share sometimes because I didn't know y'all as a kid. And I know you did a lot of stuff because obviously when I met you, you were like, damn, man, like reminiscing on all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, y'all stopped doing that when I got with y'all. Like, y'all did a little bit of things.
I
Like, we
can't
did a
say it
little
on the
bit,
camera.
but they, like, pretty much stopped.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit.
Yeah, dude. I remember like one day it was me and my boy from Dominion High School. That's why we were over at Dominion High School.
Oh,
And I know we were egging cars and ding dong ditch or something. But we were at the neighborhood across from that church, Our Lady of Hope, by the
Yeah.
gas station.
yeah.
And the cops rolled up on us behind us. So we all dipped and like we hid like under like a little like a. It was like it's like a shed. I don't know if you see when you're doing yard work. It's like a shed, but it has like a 2 feet of. They're like on like pegs.
So you can, like, get under it?
You can get under
together?
it? Yeah.
Wow.
So we did that, and the cop like pulled up like right by the shed, and then my boy yanked the feet of the cop, fell. So we dipped out the
my.
back of the shed. Hey, we got home. We
got home.
What about your friend?
I left. Yeah, we all got home.
We all-
I left
Damn.
the basement door unlocked. So we dipped.
He couldn't get up fast enough.
The cop, all that gear, we running.
He probably
We
just
all
was not
skinny.
expecting that, too.
You didn't bump your head.
Who didn't bump their head?
I mean,
He seemed good to make it home. Shit.
The cop didn't bump their head.
No, you.
Why
Or
would I
anybody.
bump my head?
We said you're underneath the shed.
I was also like fucking 2 pounds when I was in high school.
Yeah, he just, like, slid under there and
Yeah,
then,
I was
like,
also
slid
like-
out.
I was also
Damn
like-
snake.
Wow, man.
I was also like 100,
I-
130 pounds.
Honestly, for me, if there's authority, I'm like surrendering.
Man, fuck
Yeah.
the ops.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, but
I'm running until they catch me, boy.
for real, I mean, we lived a little bit of an interesting lives growing up, which was, it's good to have that. It's good to have stories, man. You gotta have stories.
Yeah, that's fun.
You look back at it, and you're just like, that's something I would never do anymore, because I would never do that shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to risk it. But
Yeah.
it's fun to look back in a way and be like, damn, I remember this shit we used to do, like, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Plus all the stuff with like when I met you with like
Yeah, man.
Schultz and stuff like that.
Oh my
Josh
gosh.
and-
Yeah, like there's stories on
There's a-
stories.
there's a bell-
Yeah, there's a whole lot of grimy stuff going on.
Oh my.
and Ariana and I mean, what's good?
What the hell?
Vixen?
I throwing out names.
I don't give a fuck. Come see me.
Shots fired. They ain't watching this shit. They don't even know. They don't even know if we're so loud, to be honest.
Good.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean,
Let them know.
we covered the topics pretty well.
Josh and I bacon,
Let us
man.
know.
Yeah, let us know.
We're always scratching the surface because how deep we are.
Yeah, I mean, to kind of change anything up and to kind of wrap it up as well. I kind of want to give you all and the fans, because if you're watching to this point, you obviously care about us to be this far into the podcast. But just kind of want to inform y'all that I would hope, even y'all too, this is new to y'all, that in the next 2 weeks we will be on Spotify. So
Oh, really?
that's a big thing kind of happening for us. And, I could only hope for the best, but it's definitely going to happen. But I would say in the next week or two, we will be on Spotify just for the people to be able to listen to us little bit easier. You know, I know it's kind of hard to go to YouTube and it's not so convenient. So that's why I want to get on the
screen.
Yeah, I want to get on the Spotify platform because I listen to Spotify and I know if we're on there, people got Spotify and they'll definitely want to tune in. So
SoundCloud.
hell yeah. So I appreciate it.
Stay in touch.
Hell yeah. This is a
Spot us.
good day.
Spot us.
But yes, thank you. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
Episode number 5. You already know.
Yeah. Don't snitch on us either, boy.
Yeah. Don't say shit.
Well, snitch on him, not snitch on him, not me.
Yeah.